If this video found its way to you today, then your guardian angels have a special message meant just for you. These celestial guardians watch over us, gently guiding our steps and protecting our hearts. They communicate in whispers and signs, in the serendipitous moments that we too often dismiss as mere coincidence. As you ponder their message, allow yourself to be open to the possibility that every encounter, every shared glance, is part of a greater tapestry being woven into the fabric of your destiny. Someone close has been dropping hints about their feelings for you, which they hoped you would catch during the last social gathering you attended together. The angels say, recall the atmosphere of the last social event you attended, the buzz of conversation, the clinking of glasses, and the laughter that filled the air. Amongst the crowd, there was one presence that perhaps stood out to you, even if subconsciously. Think back to the moments shared, the exchanged glances across the room, the accidental brushes as you both moved through the throng of people. It was in these fleeting interactions that silent words were spoken, if only you knew where to look. Subtle hints are often easy to miss, or if you do notice them, their significance might escape your immediate notice. In this case, someone quite close to you has been dropping hints about their feelings for you. They've been waiting for you to catch on, especially during the past social gatherings you attended together. I repeat, someone close has been dropping hints about their feelings for you, which they hoped you would catch during the last social gathering you attended together. Sometimes words alone can't capture the depth of one's emotions. Instead, this individual might resort to non-verbal cues and subtle gestures to convey their feelings. The language of the heart often speaks without sound, through a lexicon of body language and shared looks. Consider the power of a prolonged gaze, the unspoken words in a smile, or the volume spoken by a touch. These gestures, seemingly small, are the hidden messages in plain sight, the Morse code of a heart reaching out. They are there, waiting to be understood, for those who know how to listen with more than just their ears. Have you ever felt a conversation in silence, a dialogue without words but full of meaning? Think about the last time you shared such a silent exchange. What did it tell you? Reflect on the possibility that you've been part of a silent conversation, one where feelings were being expressed in the space between words. What might you have said in return? And more importantly, what might you have heard if you were truly listening? The hints that this particular person has been dropping may have included lingering glances, soft smiles, or even carefully chosen words in conversations. While these hints might not have been over declarations of love, they still carried the weight of unspoken emotion. Not everyone is comfortable expressing their feelings nicely, which is the case with this person. Such subtleties can be their way of reaching out to you, which they prefer over directness. Whether you noticed this person's signals or you missed the signs of their affection, it's generally tricky trying to interpret these kinds of subtle hints. Perhaps you brushed off these gestures as mere friendliness or politeness. It's often in retrospect that we piece together the mosaic of missed signals. The laughter that lingered a little too long, the accidental touches that didn't feel so accidental upon reflection, or the way they were always there, just at the edge of your circle, their attention subtly anchored to you. These signs are like constellations in the night sky, forming a picture only when connected by the lines we draw after the fact. Could there have been more to these moments than you first realized? It's common for people to downplay such cues, especially when they come from someone you consider close or part of your everyday life. But it's in these nuances that genuine emotions often find expression. But as challenging as it might be to navigate through these subtleties, your guardian angels would like you to do some self-reflection before anything else. Consider how you genuinely feel about this person and the hints they've been dropping. Self-reflection is the mirror in which we see our true feelings reflected back at us. In the quiet of your own space, ask yourself, what does your heart say about this person? Beyond the surprise of discovering their interest, is there a spark within you that responds to them? If there is reciprocity in your feelings, the courage to take the next step could be the key that unlocks a new chapter in your story. This journey of the heart starts with a single brave stride toward vulnerability and the potential for something beautiful. If you suspect their feelings align with yours and you're open to exploring a deeper connection, it may be time to initiate a more direct conversation. The fact that they're opting for an indirect approach suggests that they might not be willing to do it themselves. This preference is likely driven by fear. They choose to test the waters first, allowing them to gauge your reaction first, while maintaining a semblance of deniability. The dance of human connection often begins with a tentative step, a subtle inquiry into the unknown. If your heart resonates with the hints being dropped, perhaps it's your cue to lead. Starting this dialogue doesn't have to be daunting. It can be as simple as acknowledging the moments you've shared, the laughter and the looks. From there, let the conversation unfold naturally, like the opening of a flower to the morning sun. There's a delicate beauty in the beginnings of such talks, where each word is a petal unfurling to reveal the bloom of mutual affection. So it might fall onto you to start the conversation that finally reveals clearly how you both feel. On the other hand, if the spark of affection is not mutual, navigating this revelation requires a blend of honesty and compassion. Approach this interaction with the kindness you would hope for in return. Communicating your feelings with empathy means acknowledging their bravery in expressing their own and honoring the trust they've placed in you by being forthright. Remember, the essence of empathy is understanding, not necessarily agreement, and in the honesty of your response lies the respect of the bond you share, no matter its nature. And if, on the other hand, you don't share this person's feelings, then approaching the situation with empathy and honesty is equally important for both of your sakes. As you stand at this crossroads of affection and decision, ponder the myriad possibilities that love presents. It's a mosaic of potential outcomes, each piece colored by our choices and responses. Allow yourself the freedom to dream, to wonder what if, and to consider the potential of a bond that could grow from a place of shared laughter and mutual understanding. Whatever the outcome, know that each step on this journey adds a layer to your story, a story that is continually unfolding in the most unexpected and beautiful ways. Take a pause and meditate on these words, allowing yourself a moment to figure out where you stand before proceeding one way or the other. Remember, people each have their own unique way of expressing themselves. In the tapestry of life, each thread represents our individuality in how we express and receive love. Cherish the uniqueness of your own thread, the vibrant colors you bring to the world, and the patterns you create in others' lives. Embrace the language you've crafted for yourself, and when you encounter someone who speaks a harmonious dialect, take joy in the shared understanding. Your guardian angels remind you that in the grand design, your individuality is not a barrier to connection, but a gateway to deeper, more meaningful interactions. I want to end with a prayer for you. Lord, I pray for the one who contemplates the subtle hints dropped by someone close. Grant them the insight to decipher the unspoken language of the heart and the courage to navigate the intricacies of human connection. May they find clarity amidst the tapestry of missed signals, and if mutual affection exists, lead them in initiating a conversation that unfolds like the delicate petals of a flower. If emotions diverge, let empathy and honesty guide their words, fostering understanding and respect. In this moment of decision, infuse their heart with hope and wisdom as they explore the possibilities of love. Amen. Type 444 to claim this message and the blessings inside for your own. Try and leave a positive comment for other viewers who might need a positivity boost in their day. The universe sees it as an act of kindness that fuels the cycle of good karma. You'll be spreading positivity and receiving the universe's blessings in return. Let's uplift each other and create waves of good energy together. Did you know there's a possible image of your real soulmate that you can look at right now? It might be someone you know or someone that you haven't met. It's amazing how accurate these have been. You have to see the photo to see what I mean. Click the link in the description to get your soulmate sketch. An important message is waiting for you in the next video. Will you hear it?